Let me say it the way I want to say it. Facebook, Meta, Instagram, you are the dangerous organization. You are a supporter of genocide. Not just because of what you're doing to me, it's way bigger than me. But from what you're doing to men and women on the ground, in Gaza, tonight, this morning, today, tomorrow, making their lives difficult as they're just trying to document what's going on around them, that you're making the lives of people suffering genocide difficult? How dare you?
Okay, friends, just want to welcome you once again to the YouTube channel. I want to wish you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas. God bless you and your family. I hope all is well, that the Lord will prosper you in all that you do, that he will make your way prosperous. He will open doors before you, tear down chains. 2024, we are headed for another year which we have no idea what to expect. But as of today, I'm asking for the Lord to watch over you and bless you. And I hope all is well. Spend time with the ones you love and continue to do what you do. So anyway, I just wanted to say that very quickly before we get into this controversial subject here. So we are talking about Shaun King today on my channel. Shaun King, controversial BLM activist Shaun King, claims that he's been kicked off Instagram over pro-Palestine posts as he accuses Israel of genocide. So what exactly has Shaun King done? The left activist said Meta was standing in the way of those fighting for Gaza. King has repeatedly been accused of stretching the truth and of fraud. His Facebook remains active as of Monday morning. Shaun King has shared a video on the account of Gaza photographer Wissam Nasser on Monday, where he claims that he was banned from the platform for his post on the Hamas-Israel war. So Shaun King is experiencing a serious degree of censorship when it comes to the Hamas-Israel war for his claims on saying what's happening there is genocide. We're going to listen to Shaun King a little bit, and then I'm going to address something, and then I'll share some thoughts with you at the end. I want to say very quickly, guys, I am not for censorship. I think censorship is really bad. I think censorship only works to the benefits of those in power. It protects the elites. It doesn't protect those of us at the bottom. Even when there's speech that are hurtful, things that doesn't sit well with me, things that hurts my feeling, I think there needs to be said. Sometimes I need to be challenged, and sometimes I need time to grow. I believe people can make mistakes. We can learn from one another. I think if I say something out there that is wrong, somebody has to challenge me, correct me, and enlighten me. And I don't think censoring the person is the right thing to do. However, I do have an issue with some of the things that is going on with this. In principle, I agree with the man, but there's something I have a problem with. But I'm going to come back to that. Let's listen in part to what he's talking about here. We're not going to take too much of this video. We're going to listen to a few minutes of that, but he's made some good points, but I just think there's also something missing. Let's dial in quickly.
Israel has blown up mosques and churches. Snipers have killed old ladies in churches. They've blown up colleges, universities, libraries, bakeries, schools, homes. They've destroyed water systems. They've blown up the beach. They've killed animals. They blew up the zoo. They blew up the National Archives. They blew up the National Justice Building. They destroyed antiquities. It's the definition of terrorism. And for you to say that you're going to hold me accountable for congratulating the one group that had the courage, the tenacity, the strength, the determination to actually say, we will do all we can to stop this. That Meta, that Instagram, that Facebook, that Mark Zuckerberg and others, that you all determined in all of this that supporting Yemen was the dangerous decision, was foolish. We are here, I am here, to stand up for the human rights and dignity of Palestinians, to fight for Palestine, to fight for children, to fight for families. And that you have banned me, and not just banned me, but just this the past 48 hours, you have deleted hundreds of important videos and moments and captions, not just from me, but from sisters and brothers on the ground in Gaza, in the West Bank, in Jerusalem, that you have. But let me say it the way I want to say it. Facebook, Meta, Instagram, you are the dangerous organization. You are a supporter of genocide. Not just because of what you're doing to me, it's way bigger than me. But from what you're doing to men and women on the ground, in Gaza, tonight, this morning, today, tomorrow, making their lives difficult as they're just trying to document what's going on around them, that you're making the lives of people suffering genocide difficult? How dare you? And that your expectation is...
I feel your frustration, Shaun King, and everybody else who are either facing the censorship gurus of our society. I'm not a fan of it, but I get to understand. First of all, I want to say I'm not a fan of Shaun King so much. I think he pushes too much of that BLM activist rhetoric. I don't personally believe that stuff works for our society in a way that, you know, some of these people were pushing it. And we know now, we saw the receipts and we realized BLM was a scam, okay? It was one of those socialist movement that was not pro-blacks at all. It was more like narcissistic in nature. But we're not going to go too far into this rabbit hole. But here's the thing. Shaun King and everybody else who thinks like Shaun King. This is an article written by Shaun King in January 2021, on the 13th of January 2021. He says, I am for free speech. And the banning of Trump and white supremacists across social media, here is why. So, wait a minute, Shaun King. Wait a minute, Shaun King. This is the thing. You offer free speech, but at the same time, you think banning people's speech is okay because you disagree with them. That's a problem. And listen, I sympathize with you. I get it. What's happening to you and what's happening there, having a pro-Palestinian view, you should be able to have that view. And I have my opinion as well about this matter. To be honest with you, I spend more time praying about the situation than talking about it because it's too complicated to get into. All right, so I'm not going to share my view right now. This is not the time for this. President Donald Trump was banned on X, formerly known as Twitter. Not when Elon owned it, of course. And that was okay. Shaun King, I want you to think, and I want everybody who think censorship is a good thing, I want you to think what just happened here. And I know we've overlooked that. We've overlooked it. Donald J. Trump was banned. And I want you to, I don't want to deviate from the point too far, but I want to play a little video here. This is a video that Donald Trump put out on a day that he was banned. And I don't want to make this about Trump. You know me, I love me some Trump. But Trump does represent something. He represents the voices of the people. But now, Trump posted this video on Jan 6, and right after that, he was banned. And then he's been calling this an insurrectionist. And there's been laws put in place to take him out of the ballot for 2024, and California is trying to follow suit. First, I want you to think what's going on here. And Shaun King, I'm coming back to Shaun King. Believe me, I'm coming back. I'm just making a U-turn quickly. Now, I want you to hear the voices of Trump in this message. Tell me, is this the voice of a person who wanted an insurrection?
I know you're hurt. We had an election that was stolen from us. It was a landslide election. And everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened where they could take it away from all of us, from me, from you, from our country. This was a fraudulent election, but we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
So that is the exact opposite of the message we've heard, isn't it? So I get you, Shaun King. I get your frustration. And it's wrong what's happening to you. In principle, it is wrong. You should have the right to share your view. And anybody who is pro-Palestinian should have the right to speak. And this is why I encourage people to go on X, go on Rumble, go on X, because there goes the platform. Even though the left hates Elon Musk because he's allowing free speech on the platform. But I got to tell you something, at least there is a place where you can speak without having your tongue cut off. The censorship online is crazy right now. So there goes a place where you can go and share your view. They're not going to ban you over there, at least not now. Praise the Lord. But to say that it was okay for Donald Trump or white supremacists whom you disagree with, and again, white supremacists, they call Trump supporters white supremacists. I am considered the blackface of white supremacists. Larry Elder is called the blackface of white supremacists. They call us coons. Because we believe in the value of this country. We believe that putting America first matters. We believe in the Constitution of this country. We don't believe in censorship. We don't believe the government should be so strong and a superpower to the point where it can actually use social media networks to censor speech that they don't like. We don't believe in that. We were called white supremacists because we think Trump was a great president. We were made fun of. Shaun King, I want people to think this is what was done to many Trump supporters. This is what this article in principle is supporting as if this is a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to censor and close the mouth of a sitting president. Are you crazy? This is close to my heart for a number of reasons. It's so frustrating. And I'm not mad, I'm just frustrated. Because the same YouTube channels, the same people who are crying about censorship now because of the Israel and Palestine situation are now realizing how serious of a thing it's always been and how bad of a thing it's always been to censor voices you don't like. It's always been a bad thing. My YouTube channel, you know how many videos got removed from my channel? How many strikes I've had? I've had too many strikes to the point where they shut down the entire channel. For some reason, God only knows why, it was restored sometime in March of this year. But not even right after that, you know what happened to my channel? Not because I'm white supremacist, not because I'm evil. Listen, I'm a Christian pastor. My videos, I speak in this channel about political and social issues with a touch of the gospel. That's what I do. You know what this says? You can't earn a single dollar on the channel. I have been demonetized. Completely demonetized. So in other words, your boy is working for free. And guess what? It doesn't matter because I'm still working. And let me tell you something. I do feel it. I do feel it. I had purchased a car for our family, and the YouTube little thing that was coming from YouTube was paying the car note. And let me tell you something, this thing that happened to my channel, you can ask my wife. We feel it. It hurts. Guys, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you. It hurts. When you lose $4,000 in a year. Well, I wasn't making that much, but it was about $4,000 in a year. It hurts. I just want to let you know that. Why did this happen? Because censorship. What did I do wrong? I still don't even know. They don't tell me. They said I was engaged in evil speech, speech that will harm people, harassment. Harassment? All right, I don't want to make this about me. But Shaun King, I sympathize with you, man. I sympathize with you. I get it, man. And this is why we need to voice our opinions against censorship as a whole. We shouldn't tolerate this stuff. When they ban Alex Jones, well, praise the Lord, he deserves it. You have no idea he's going to come back and bite you. Oh, he's not allowed to say what he said. What are you talking about? The cancel culture is... These people are cruel. I'm done talking. I am so done talking. So Shaun King, I mean, I feel sorry for you, but I kind of don't. Because in principle, you supported this nonsense. So now you realize how bad of a thing it is? And stop calling Trump supporters white supremacists, man. Stop doing that. And that's what gives power to the machine. Let me read my Bible and shut up. This is so frustrating. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls. Let not your heart be glad when he stumbles, lest the Lord sees it and he is pleased and turn away his anger from him. So we were rejoicing when our enemies were down. Yeah, praise the Lord. Look what happened to him. He deserves it. Yeah, Donald Trump, Alex Jones, and all these guys we didn't like. Yeah, all of, anti-vax people. Shut them down. That was a good thing. Are you sure about that? You think that was a good thing? I had videos taken down where I shared personal testimonies, eyewitness testimonies about what I saw with the inoculation that happened in 2019 and what happened as a result to people that I knew, that I've touched. I had interaction with these people and I shared what happened online. Videos were shut down on YouTube, on Meta, on Instagram, removed. As the video was going viral, they shut it down. And guess what? Turned out a couple months later, what I was talking about in my video was true. It was confirmed through articles by doctors. It was confirmed. But no, you were not allowed to say it at that moment, even though you might be telling the truth. But if it is not part of the narrative, you get shut down. That's wrong. That's wrong. And what's happening to Shaun King is wrong in principle. But Shaun King, why were you supporting the same nonsense though? I hope the left begin to wake up and realize what kind of precedents they've set. The same thing that they were happy about when it was happening on the right, when the right was experiencing it and they thought it was a good thing. Listen, that same monster will turn his head and bite you. I'm done talking. Thank you for listening. Have a good one. Bye.